Good evening, Vivek.
Good evening, sir.
So, today let us discuss about the philosophy optional.
Sure, sir.
My first question to you,
Yes, sir.
why philosophy optional?
So the answer for this is very simple. The students have to explore the philosophy optional. Many of the students, UPSC aspirants, have not done it. I'm very much sure about it. They should come and explore the syllabus. The first thing they will find out is the syllabus is crisp and short, that they can finish within 3 to 4 months easily with guidance.
Okay, you are saying that the syllabus is crisp.
Yes.
And you can finish it in 3 to 4 months. My next question is whether on their own, that means with self-study, they can do this or with the help of guidance?
Sir, it basically depends on the educational background they have. If they have background in philosophy, they might take lesser time compared to other students who have no background. But let me be very clear about it, sir. People from any background can come and approach this subject just like any other subject. Okay, so and guidance is very much essential for this, because even though people have students have background in philosophy, they need to adapt to the UPSC demands. So to adopt, definitely guidance is necessary.
Okay. So even I believe that guidance is important, but is it possible? Just my question. So they can study on their own just for the help, like for the purpose of writing answers. They can take guidance, or you want like they have to take guidance for everything.
Sir, if it is about possibility, yes, sir, it is possible. But it will consume some time for them. That extra time they can dedicate it for GS optional. The advantage of taking philosophy optional itself is that it will save your time post prelims. The time you unnecessarily dedicate for lengthy optionals, that you can save and dedicate it for GS optionals. Hence, guidance is important, sir. Yes.
So usually we say that don't look at whether GS subject and the option subject is overlapping, whether the option subject is going to help for GS subject. But even though we say that, many students are always look like, okay, is there anything I can score because just I studied philosophy optional, so can I score good marks in GS? So just answer that question.
Yes, sir. The answer for this is a bit broader, sir. The reason is uh, studying philosophy develop critical thinking ability in the minds of aspirants. That is very much important in your personality test, in your interview, and it helps in essays. You can see recently UPSC has been asking abstract philosophical question, philosophical. It is giving philosophical topics in essays. To answer and to understand the topic itself, you need to have some bent of philosophy, sir. That is essential to have. So it definitely helps and makes big difference in essay topics, and also it helps you in ethics. Having philosophical bent and having critical thinking ability, having rational elements, always going to help you better judge between good and bad, and that's what philosophy ethics basically is. So in ethics it definitely helps many moral thinkers that is there in ethics syllabus. Okay, those moral about those moral philosopher definitely will have a broader and deeper understanding in philosophy optional. In that way also it helps in ethics. And moreover, there is in philosophy optional second paper, in section 2 there is socio-political philosophy. There comes concepts like different forms of governments like democracy, monarchy, and concepts of justice, liberty, equality, and even Ambedkar, Gandhiji, caste discrimination, gender discrimination. These are the topics which are there. These are the topics definitely overlap with your GS2 and GS1 also.
So it's good to know that, yeah, you rightly pointed out.
Yes, sir.
Because essay topics are mostly philosophical
Yes, sir.
topics right nowadays.
Yes.
And you said even in sociology aspect, so this is helpful.
In society aspects.
And
Yes.
next is ethics, it is helpful.
Yes,
So
yes.
it's very interesting.
Yes, sir.
So just I am curious, you said that this subject develops the critical thinking ability. Okay.
Definitely,
So
definitely.
can you take one example and elaborate on that aspect?
Yes, sir, I can take an example. So, whenever there are questions which talks about ethical dilemma, for example, in your personality test also they can pose you. So, critical thinking ability goes beyond its literal meaning. Sometimes, when you are under severe confusions with respect to deciding on a topic, having critical thinking helps you to be a bit conscious about the situations, where you understand that this situation is compelling, where it is easier for anyone to give up. And in such situation, a person who has philosophical understanding and philosophical mindset would not give up on that easily, and he would be very conscious, and his views would always be balanced. Okay. One of the examples, if I have to take, even in international relations, for example, if there is a question about resolving dispute between India and China, for example, so there a person who has some philosophical depth must always give very rational view on that, and that will be definitely analyzed by the panels.
Okay, so it's very good. My question is, like usually whenever we write answers in GS
Yes, sir.
and optional, so that depth will be different. That is what
Exactly.
we understand.
Yes.
So is it true with philosophy optional also?
Sir, let me make it very straightforward. In philosophy, answer rating is much easier compared to your GS or other options. The reason being, philosophy relies on conceptual clarity. You do not have to, remember so much of data, graphics, etc. It solely depends on critical and the conceptual clarity. Once you have the conceptual clarity, see, to understand a concept, it requires immense amounts of mental energy. That mental energy goes into understand the concepts. When you spend enough energy just to understand the concepts, while writing it will be just like you are expressing.
Okay.
Hence, that is an added advantage. Writing answer is much easier in philosophy. You do not have to practice much as compared to other optionals.
Okay, so basically, what I understand. Okay, whatever ethics answers we are writing
Yes,
and
sir.
the philosophy answers, almost they are same nature. So no much difference between them. You want to say that?
Uh, yes, sir. Like no much difference in the sense philosophy optional. It depends on, yes, sir. Like ethics and GS. You can rightly point out. You can compare in that way also. Yes.
Okay, right. And usually options are always like paper one is theory and paper two is practical aspect, right?
Yes. Yes.
So is it also same here with respect to
Uh,
philosophy?
no, sir. No such hard and fast rule that applies to other options does not apply here, because philosophy optional second paper you have philosophy of religion. Yes, to understand philosophy of religion, you need to have background of philosophical concepts which are given in paper, and it helps that. But section two, which is socio-political philosophy, where it does not much overlap.
Okay.
Yes.
So, how about the last important question is like with respect to scoring. So,
Yes.
how this subject is performing is always there is a difference. Like one subject will be performing for 10
Yes.
years, suddenly some dip happens.
Yes, sir.
So, how about this subject?
So this is a subjective question, to be frank. Philosophy, there are examples of the candidates who have scored more than 300, like 319, 320 plus they have scored. There are examples among the candidates, number of candidates who are choosing this optional. Okay, if somebody is scoring 300 plus, definitely if more people choose it, there is high scope that many people would be scoring 300 plus. There are some talks that this philosophy optional might not fetch more marks. This is true only because the number of candidates who are choosing optional itself is less.
Okay.
In other optionals, the ratio is high.
Okay.
Hence, it appears like they are scoring high, but this is a scoring subject. I can guarantee you that, because people have done this in the past. You can see, take second rank. Amir Atar, I forgot the exact name, the second ranker in 2016 batch, who got second rank through philosophy optional, and recently also rank 17, and within rank 50 many people have gotten good rank with philosophy optional.
So basically, we are saying this is a good optional subject, and I also learned that. So you're going to have one detailed session about this, like
Yeah.
student must understand what is syllabus,
Yes, sir.
what is the
Yes.
breakup, how actually the questions comes
Yes.
and on.
Yes.
So I wish you all the best, and I hope.
Yes, sir. To add few more points, this
Yeah.
option is not much dynamic compared to others, sir. You do not. Once you understand the concepts, that's all. You just have to do PYQs. Only based on PYQs you can solve multiple answers. You can write multiple answers, and definitely will fetch good marks. So it is not as much as dynamic as other optionals. Hence, the manual work of following newspapers and collecting current trends, reports, data, that you do not have to do here. and that I can guarantee.
Okay, very nice, very nice. So I hope the upcoming sessions will be fruitful,
Yes,
and I learned that you are going to have a detailed session about this,
Yes, sir.
about like what is syllabus, how to prepare and all. So I wish you all the best.
Thank you, sir.
So thank you.
Thank you so much.